What if your mind wasn't your own? What if your worst memories, your guilt, your trauma, your nightmares weren't just in your head, but a place you could be trapped in? The Evil Within isn't just another horror game filled with monsters and gore. It's something deeper. A story about broken minds forced into a shared nightmare, controlled by something far more terrifying than any creature you face. Because in this world, the real horror is control. The story begins at Beacon Mental Hospital. Detective Sebastian Castellanos arrives at the scene of a brutal mass murder. Inside, bodies are scattered everywhere, police officers torn apart. Security footage shows something impossible. A man, moving faster than humanly possible, slaughtering everyone in seconds. And then, Sebastian is attacked, dragged, and everything changes. He wakes up hanging upside down in what looks like a butcher's room. And from that moment on, reality starts to break. The world shifts, buildings collide into nothing, and the lines between what's real and what isn't is completely gone. It's the truth the game slowly reveals. Sebastian never escaped that hospital, because Beacon isn't just a crime scene, it's the entrance to something called STEM, the system for transferring energy and matter, a machine that connects human minds together into a shared mental world. Inside STEM, thoughts become reality, memories become locations, and trauma becomes monsters. But there's one more rule. The strongest mind controls everything. The center of this nightmare is one man, Ruvik. Real name, Ruvik Braniano. But he wasn't always a monster. He was once a brilliant scientist, obsessed with understanding the human mind. But his life was shattered by one moment, when his sister, Laura, the only person he truly loved, died in a fire, and something inside him broke completely. After her death, Ruvik became obsessed with one idea: preserving consciousness. He begins experimenting on human brains, torturing people, breaking them, trying to understand how the mind works at its deepest level. This caught the attention of a secret organization, Mobius. They didn't want to stop him, they wanted to use him. So they funded his research to help him build STEM. But when the system was complete, they betrayed him. Mobius didn't just steal his work, they took everything. His research, his body, his freedom. They turned him into the core of the STEM itself. His brain became the system, his mind became the world, and that's when Ruvik stopped being human. Every monster you see in the game, every twisted hallway, every impossible shift in reality, it's all coming from him, from his memories, his pain, his trauma. That's why nothing makes sense, why locations change, why death doesn't feel permanent. You are not exploring a place, you are trapped inside a broken mind. The enemies in The Evil Within aren't random, they mean something. The haunted, they were once people, other victims trapped in STEM, their minds shattered, turned into violent shells. Laura, the multi-armed creature that stalks you relentlessly. She represents Ruvik's sister, burnt, destroyed, twisted into something horrifying. Her many arms reaching, clawing, trying to escape the fire that killed her. The Keeper, the monster with a safe for a head, symbolizing locked memories, repressed trauma, and punishment that repeats over and over and over again. But here's where things get even darker. This isn't just Ruvik's mind. Sebastian is connected too. He's carrying his own trauma. His daughter, dead. His wife, gone. His life falling apart. Stem feeds on that, twists it, uses it. So the nightmare you experience isn't just Ruvik's. It's a fusion of broken minds. Ruvik feels like the main villain. The real enemy is still out there. Mobius. A secret organization with one goal. Total control. They want to use STEM to control thoughts. Control behavior. Control reality itself. A world without free will. Without individuality. A perfect system. Ruvik has his own goal. He doesn't want control, he wants escape. Because despite his power, he's still trapped, a mind without a body. So he searches for a host, and he finds one. Leslie Withers. He is different. His mind is stable, resilient, able to survive inside STEM without breaking. To Ruvik, he's perfect. A blank slate, a vessel, something he could take over to finally return to the real world. End of the game. Everything collapses. STEM begins to fall apart. Sebastian escapes. The nightmare ends. Or does it? Because Leslie walks out of the hospital, but something's wrong. The way he moves, the way he acts. It's not Leslie anymore. It's Ruvik. He seceded. He escaped. At its core, the evil within isn't about monsters. It's about trauma, control, identity, and what happens when the human mind is pushed too far. Because in this world, you don't defeat the horror. You survive it. And the scariest part? This wasn't just a nightmare. It was an experiment. One that worked. So the real question is, if someone could control your mind, rewrite your memories, and trap you in your own thoughts, would you even know? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the evil within, make sure to like, subscribe, and stick around, because there are plenty more nightmares waiting to be uncovered.